Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Bernie O, that Gaijin fella. And it is a hot one today, people. It is at least 36 Celsius outside right now and expected to still get higher this afternoon. And it's just after 2 o'clock here in Japan. Actually, we've had warnings that it's going to be as high as 38 today. So I've done all the chores I needed to do outside. Now I'm back indoors. Let me get rid of that. That's a big microphone, just in case you're wondering. I actually don't know if it's still working, but I'm using this little one here. I did have another one of these, but it's disappeared somewhere. Well, this is the second video in a week that I'm putting out. I want to say thank you to the 2 new subscribers I got this week. I appreciate that. I appreciate any subscribers, so if you feel like subscribing, please do. So I'm officially now on summer vacation for 2 months, and that gives me time to work on my textbooks for the university. They've offered me half of what I had before with some caveats, which I'm hoping. I completed last night. I completed their requests last night, and I'm just waiting to hear back to see if it's accepted or not. As for the Z, last week in this video up there, I said I was considering selling the Z next year, shipping it off to Australia. But I've since found out the car will only be 20 years old. And while that still makes it a classic, it won't be old enough to ship to Australia. Cars have to be 25 years or older to ship to Australia, apparently. And even then, there's no guarantee that they will be accepted because there are limitations on engine size or power performance and shape of the car, etc. I'm pretty sure the Z would be accepted because it is a right-hand drive and they drive on the left-hand side in Australia like we do here in Japan and the UK. It looks like I'm going to hang on to it for a while. I don't really want to sell it unless I can get a good camper van. Like I said, I would probably do a part exchange for a good camper van. Other than that, yeah, it's been a long week, say finishing off the semester and then not knowing what I was going to do until they offered me half the classes. It's still not going to be enough, and I'm hoping that's going to change. Other than that, plans for Obon next week here in Japan. If you don't know what Obon is, it is the celebration of deceased family, ancestors. The whole country takes an entire week off. Now that, given the current state of the stock markets and financial markets, is going to be a big boost for Japan, because at the same time, this next weekend, millions of people are going to travel across the country. They're going to travel overseas. They're going to be spending money. So hopefully that will give a nice little boost to the economy. But so far, it's not looking good. I don't want to get into all the politics of it, but obviously there is a lot to do with what's going on in the United States right now. The Z's staying for the time being. Just not looking forward to paying the road tax and the shaken. That's the JCI next year. Hopefully it doesn't need any work doing to it. And once summer is over, I'll have a workbench outside, so I'm going to be renewing some of the wheels that I've got. What else? Oh yeah, the wife's already made plans for barbecues and pool parties. We're going to do indoor barbecue because it's just too hot to have a barbecue outside unless we have a tent covering up where we have the barbecues normally. She just bought 2 hot plates, and there's special kind of hot plates where the smoke goes down inside and the oil drips down inside. So there's actually a lot less smoke than you would normally get in a barbecue. And we've got moms with their kids coming over next week. But all I have to do is set up the pool and then I'm out of here. I'm going to be going fishing with my friend. And the week after, I believe she's got some people coming from work that we actually met last year at the beach. Very nice people. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a busy summer. What else has been happening? Not much. I'm just about to have a very late lunch at 2:15. Hot noodle. Seafood one. I'm not very keen on the seafood one, but it's all there is in the cupboard. It's got octopus in it, and I'm not a fan of eating octopus, so I'll probably just pick those bits out. Relieved that the end of the semester has finally arrived and done with all the testing, and students are on their happy merry way now. And I've been to talk to somebody this morning about the possibility of working back in the car yard, like I mentioned. And I don't know what's going on with that yet. They're still not sure yet. Kind of like they take on other people that quit the company and then went back, but they're not too sure about me. maybe because I'm more of a free thinker and I kind of speak my mind, which in a Japanese company, you're not really free to do, in most Japanese companies anyway. But I'm not too concerned right now. I was going to do a painting today, but it's getting a bit late in the afternoon now. And by the time I settle into painting, I mean, I could start, but by the time I settle into it, I want to keep doing it and doing it. And the kids will be home in 4 hours from school. So probably not going to start something. I don't know. I've got one canvas prepared. Then next week, apparently there is a typhoon heading this way, and it's heading right to our area. So very likely, if it's still heading this way, it could swerve to the right before the end of the next week, or before the middle of next week. I think it's due around Thursday. With heavy rains, heavy winds. I'll probably have to go outside and pull the entire tent down in the yard and put everything away underneath the sunroom floor. We've got about a good 1.5 foot gap under there. We can shove everything. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on that and let you know if anything happens. So just one final thing was, I was watching all these videos about, you know, putting content out on YouTube. Now, there are people who put content out and they have like a focus on one thing, like whether it's motorcycle touring, cars, or studying, or medical stuff, whatever it is, and they're able to focus on that. I've recently got into watching a lot of new YouTubers doing van life. That is something I'm interested in. Obviously, I have a house, I have a mortgage. A Serena as a good camping van when I have the time, and I will be doing some overnight camping in the Serena and showing you the futon setup and everything. It's just too hot right now to be out in the car at night time. Where I am in Japan, southwest Japan, in Yamaguchi, it gets extremely hot like first thing in the morning. I would love to have gone home for summer, just for a week, see my family, my sister, my brothers. But the way everything's going in the UK right now, kicking off with all the riots and the violence going on, I think I'm better off staying here where I am. I just pray that my family and friends over there in the UK are okay and not in any danger, and pray that these riots and this unrest will all be over with pretty soon. Again, I don't want to get into the politics of all, because there are plenty of people on YouTube already talking about it, but it looks like that just those in power are trying to create this harmony between two groups, like British people and Muslim immigrants, a lot of illegal immigrants, and it needs to be stopped. If the UK government stops doling out money like it's candy, you know, taxpayers' money, then to illegal immigrants, and stop giving them free housing, and people will stop coming. That's the only reason people are flooding in this country, because they get free money and free housing, while British people are sleeping homeless on the streets and not getting any money. And it's disgusting, and it needs to stop. But anyway, I'm not the kind to rant about that, so I'll leave that for now. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll have another video out shortly. Hopefully I can get outside with the camera and walk around a bit and show you the area. Anyway, enough of my gripes. I'll catch up with you guys very soon, right? Take care, stay safe, and stay cool. Remember, do what you love, or love what you do.